Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan. Every day, we walk through lives surrounded by countless unseen barriers that hide in the corner of our daily lives. We build them without even noticing our own actions. We live quietly behind these walls without even questioning why they exist. And we grow slow, used to the coldest, painful separations that we naturally bring. This is not the ordinary wall that are made of bricks and stones that we can see and touch clearly. Instead, these walls are quiet, invisible, that hidden deep inside of humans' hearts, in their relationships with others, and in the hidden limits of our own courage. Today, I do not wish to share about the walls made of hard concrete or roof cement. I wanted to share the wall that hidden deep inside of every human's heart, and the small door that waits patiently, secretly, behind every single wall. Let me start with a very simple story. There are two families living in the same narrow alley. They used to share very warm and peaceful relationships. The children ran and played freely in the alley every single day. The adults shared meals, daily necessities, and talked warmly like old close friends. They used to share a really nice relationship, and they are full of happy gentleness. But one day, a very small and trivial dispute suddenly appeared between them. However, neither one side was willing to take a step back, and neither one person wanted to say a soft word first to end up the conflict. Therefore, one family made a cold decision. They built a solid, high wall right in the middle of the alley, completely separating the two families from each other. When the other family saw this, they were controlled by pride and stubbornness, so they added more bricks on their side of the boundary. Day after day, year after year, the wall grew taller and thicker gradually, just blocking all the warm sunlight, cutting off all the relationships between neighbors. As the time passed endlessly, the children grew up and left the hometown. The older generation passed away. One day, a passerby stopped in front of the wall and asked, "Why build such a high, solid wall between neighbors? Why couldn't they simply leave the door for connection?" Nobody answered. Now, I want to ask all of you a question. Have you seen such a wall like this? A wall that's separating people from each other, that freezes the warm relationships, and slowly let people forget how to communicate, care, and connect with the people around us. Luckily, this story carries a warm and peaceful ending. The daughters-in-law of two families, they chose brave to break the wall. They pulled down the wall completely, and they shook hands peacefully right in the middle of the alley, end of the 30 years long cold separation. This separating wall was never built by hard materials, such as roof cement. It's just built by the fixed mindset and the endless pride and the foolish thought that whoever gives first is a loser. I only see the sobering side at last of the story, which ends up all the cold separation. Let me share you a very interesting thing in our daily lives. Almost every boy who loves playing basketball will unconsciously raise their hand and make a shooting gesture while walking casually on the streets. They didn't even realize that they're doing it. Their body are controlled by the long-time basketball habits. For me personally, my inner wall was closely connected to basketball. In the past, I have an incorrect posture. My right elbow turned far outward when I shot. Even with this incorrect posture, my daily casual shooting was still very stable. So I'm very stubborn. Every time when others ask me to change my movement, I refused, because I think it's correct. However, all these hidden problems are exposed in a very important match. At the key moment of the game, I missed a lot of three-point shots. By my mistake, our team lost the game. So after the game, my teammates asked me to change my shooting movement. At this time, I clearly realized that the disadvantages of my old shooting movement. Under high-intensity competition, this kind of movement was very disturbed and unstable. So I make up my mind. After a long time, continue practicing. I change my shooting gesture. Right now, my right elbow are facing to the basketball hoop directly. So after changing this shooting movement, even under high intensity competition, now my shooting was still very stable. Now here is the video. This is a video which I play competition in May Day holiday. And this is a nice shot. I shoot this shot, and this is a competition which after I changed my shooting gesture. Thank you. So now, I want to ask all of you another question. What makes a wall that remains standing there forever? Is that it's made of hard materials? Or is that nobody believes that this wall can be broken? On the basketball court, we break through the defensive walls. In our daily lives, we break the wall in our hearts. Just like the example of the two families. At first, nobody was willing to take a step back and say a soft word. But at last, they shook hands peacefully right in the middle of the alley. Also for me, I also make up my mind. And I change my shooting movement. Right now, what I have is a better shooting skill. Both stories tell us one thing, is that if you break the wall, you tear down the wall, you will get better results. We don't need to wait others to tear down the wall for us. We have to find the door, secretly waiting for us, behind every single wall, and use your hands to push it down. Now, let me ask you a final question. Are you facing a wall in your daily life right now? And are you ready to find the door behind the wall? And are you ready to push it open by your hands? Always remember this. The wall is never the final destination. There's always a door that waits patiently, secretly, behind every single wall. Thank you.